Hello friends, this is session for Repertory, and in this small talk we try to understand various aspects that is related to Repertory. We already know many things about Repertory, but still we try to, you can say, refresh our understanding, right? So first we try to see the construction of Repertory, how Repertory is constructed, what way the symptoms coming up in Repertory. So Repertory coming up from proving symptoms, right? From the Materia Medica. So let's see. First we try to see few symptoms of pulsatilla in Materia Medica. Let's see, this is from Boric Materia Medica, and these are the expressions. Mild, gentle, yielding disposition, sad, crying readily, weeps when talking, changeable and contradictory. Now let's see how these symptoms coming up in Repertory. You see now, this is Repertory chart. The rubrics in mind is mildness, yielding disposition, weeping, tearful mood, generally, easily, weeping, tearful mood, talking when, and mood changeable, variable. These are the expression or these are the symptoms we see in Repertory. But when you look in the Materia Medica, they come together in one line. So this is the difference. That one line symptoms scattered out, that symptom split up in different rubrics and scattered out in entire Repertory. Not only the mild symptoms but physical symptoms also. Suppose lying emulation when he has a headache, and he feel better when he drink cold food or drink cold water. Now how this symptom you can imagine. This is the proving expression, but how this all expression would be there in Repertory in different places. Something in stomach, something in thirst, something in generality, right? So what we are doing when we are dealing with Repertory, we are gathering that scattered symptoms together and make a unique combination. This is we call repertorization. So this is the main aim of the Repertory, to gather the different scattered symptoms together. But if you gathering these symptoms haphazardly without artful understanding, then you have a completely weird kind of medicine that is not exactly matched with your case, but it is just like random medicine. So as usual we know Repertory is an index of symptoms. So it is indexing symptoms in different chapters, in different you can say style. So once you have to learn the Repertory, you have to go through all these index. Otherwise when you are able to search the rubric, at that time you are not able to find the exact rubric. So it requires, you can say, the work. You need to work on Repertory. Either you have to read Repertory, but it is mechanical. Suppose you are reading Repertory, it is not good. But you have to work in your case day by day, every time. And once you have a many work on many cases, then you know where the symptoms are available. Because the symptoms are indexing in the Repertory in different chapters, different ways, different style. So once you know that, then only you are able to find out the rubrics. So this is the reason you require practice. Without practice, nobody is able to apply Repertory in their clinical practice. So this is the reason we have this course for cases, because once you go through it's not only to find out the medicine or learn something extraordinary. It is a daily kind of thing. Once you work on 10, 20, 50 cases, then you become master over like where the symptoms are available. And once you know where the symptoms is available, what kind of symptoms you have to select, then slowly you are able to apply them in your practice. So this is the main motto of the course. Now, we all know like repertory is an art, right? Without that artful, you can say the part of repertory, you are unable to master the repertory. So what is art in repertory? Conversion of patient's expression into rubric is an art. It's not a mechanical work. Just you put all the expression and you find out the medicine. You need to know how to convert, where to convert, what exactness is there in it, and then you find out. And again, it's a matter of practice. Without practice, you do not able to convert the patient's expression into rubrics. So this way it's artful. I give you example. Suppose a potman who is preparing a pot from the mud, soil, right? And when he is doing that thing, moving the cart, wheel, and just making this and making the pot from the soil, it looks so beautiful. But it is only look beautiful because once you try to do that, it's not possible. But how he is doing, just simple way, just within a fraction of few minutes, he prepared whole pot. So as like this, we are also able to practice repertory, but it requires that art, that skill. Now repertory, the art is in few, you can say the points. Exactness, perfection, and to the points. These are the essential part of art of repertory. You do not try to be exact, you do not try to be perfect and to the point. You do not come on the exact medicine. So this is the main crux of the repertorization. If you are exact, if you are perfect, to the point. Suppose patient say I have a pain when I turn my head this way. And you put the turning of head aggravation or twisting of head aggravation, and you come on the one rubric. So that exact word turning or twisting is important. The same way in any kind of rubric, if you are able to find the exact expression, that patient's own expression in the form of rubric, then only you come on the exact rubric. And this is not coming in any homeopathy in just one day or working on one case. It comes day by day in you. It requires a lot of practice. Another important thing is nothing should be from your pocket. When you are choosing a rubric, it should be the exact patient's expression, nothing from your pocket. Suppose patient says, I am very, you can say, I am unable to express my emotions. Whenever I express my emotion, I cry out. I start to weep. And you take the rubric, weeping easily, or weeping easily when you heard sad stories. So weeping easily is, you can say, the symptom, but you add sad stories. This is from your pocket. So this is so many times happening when you start to practice in initial time. You are putting lot of expression from your pocket, and it is very dangerous. Suppose you are not able to find out the rubric, or even you miss one rubric, then it's no problem. But if you put something from your pocket, then it is dangerous. So this skill you need to require to master the repertory. This is the something from pocket. avoid unnecessary personal inputs. Nothing you have to put from your side. Take exactly whatever patient says, exactly in the form of rubric. Suppose person say I have a headache here, and when I move my head I have a problem. So you have to take the headache temporal region, headache, pain, head pain, movement aggravation. Rather than you have to take headache or jerking or jarring or movement and many other way you can put your personal inputs, and it's not good. So this thing, suppose you have to learn the repertory, then you do not have to learn. First you have to learn in repertory what you do not have to do, rather than what you have to do in repertory. This is very, very important, and that's why this point you have to learn first. What you do not have to do. You do not have to do to put anything from your pocket. Same thing, you have to avoid duplication. This is I see in many friends' repertory charts. They put the same rubric again and again in different language, in different style of rubric. This is happen when we do not have trust on the symptom, the rubric. You feel this might be there, this might be there, this might be there, so you put all three together. But it is not good. Suppose the rubrics you have selected are similar, then the medicine that cover all the rubrics, it comes so strong, and you miss the exact or real medicine. That's why you have to avoid duplication. You do not have to put the similar rubrics together or same kind of rubric again and again. Like some person has a headache during fever, person has a body ache when he has this acute attack, and person feel nausea. So somebody take this way, like headache, fever during, body ache, fever during, nausea, fever during. So here fever coming up 3 times. Of course sometimes we have to take 2 rubrics or 2 times same style, because you have, when you are taking like headache directly, then it has many medicine, more than 1000. Suppose you have to take the lesser number of medicines, you want lesser number of medicine, at that time you have to go for sub-rubric, and at that time you have to take the fever during, headache, fever during. But it is not necessary to take the fever during in each and every symptom. So this is we call duplication. Suppose some person says like person has a problem and it aggravates in cold weather and ameliorates in warm weather, then person take aggravation, headache aggravation in cold application or cold weather, or in generality cold weather aggravation, warm weather amelioration. This is both similar rubric. You have to take either one. So this is called duplication. Now you have to avoid interpretation. Interpretation means that is also you are applying your mind. So in case taking as well as in repertorization, you have to put your mind in deep freeze. Do not allow to work your mind. This is prime importance. Once you learn this, then after you are able to become a master in repertory. So your personal inputs are very dangerous, and in interpretation also you have to use your logic. You have to use your logic, but in you can say the perfect direction, in the correct direction. If you are using your mind according to your way, and you are missing the pattern or missing the charm or rhythm of the case or rhythm of the symptom, then you are going to select your medicine that is in your mind, rather than not a medicine of a patient. So this is also very important in repertorization. Another is avoid too small rubrics until you are 100% sure for it. We have to select a small, which has a 5, 7 or even one medicine, or you can say single medicine rubric. But it is only when you have 100% trust on that symptom, otherwise not. And suppose you are going to select a very small medicine or small rubrics, and 1 or 2 medicine that cover this rubric, then it obviously coming up so strong in repertory chart. So this way also you miss the real medicine. So this is also very important. Like suppose in your case the smaller rubric coming up, then go one step back. Suppose person has headache, temporal during night. So you are taking this way, like head pain, temporal region, night aggravation. Type is throbbing, so you take this way, like head pain, throbbing, temporal, night aggravation, and you have 2-3 medicine. Then what to do? Go back one step, remove night, head, pain, throbbing, temporal. Simple. And night aggravation is so strong, then go to general or go to back, head pain, night aggravation. 2 symptoms. Because your medicine must have a larger view, the larger quantity of medicine. Then only you come on the right medicine. So this is the way you have to avoid that very small rubrics. If you are so sure and you need to take that rubric, then take it, no problem. But in each and every symptom you try to find out the smallest rubric, it's not good practice. Same way you do not have to take very large rubric, like in mind, restlessness, irritability, or in generality, like cold aggravation, or you can say eye pain, head pain. This is not good. Yes, you can take that rubric when you are confirming the case at last. Otherwise, your selected rubric are driving, getting the entire front four of your case, and it gives you misguide. It's misguide, totally misguide you, and you miss the real medicine. So this is also you have to do in your repertorization. Avoid generally very large symptoms. Now, in repertorization you need to develop certain skills. And now onward we try to understand that technique, different styles, different skills. And first skill is generalization. We all know this word from our college time, right? Generalization means you are making everything general. So, generalization happen in repertorization many ways. Suppose your case has a symptom in a head, but you take the same symptom in generality. That way also you can generalize. Suppose your case has earlier we discussed also temporal, headache, night aggravation. You go back and head, night aggravation. That way also you can generalize. Another way, suppose in 3 different areas you have a certain characteristic, common characteristic. Throbbing pain in head, throbbing pain in your legs or somewhere else also. And then you take the throbbing as a sensation in common, from generality. Or either in 3 different areas you take the symptoms. That way also you can take, no problem. So this way the generalization is happening. Another way generalization means You are selecting the location, sensation, modality and concomitant in different areas. Suppose you have a 3 complaint. So from one complaint you take location, another complaint you take sensation, another complaint you take modality and concomitant. That way also you generalize the entire symptomatology. So this is the way you are doing generalization. Another skill is unique combination of location, sensation, modality and concomitant. That combination is important. As we already discussed from starting of this session, right, pulsatilla, that all symptoms from the proving that scattered out, and when you combine them, then the medicine coming up in repertory. So this combination of these all symptoms create a unique combination. Something throbbing sensation along with location is headache, along with open-head amelioration in generality. So this combination of 3 things, it produces a unique combination and it gives you exact medicine. That unique combination you learn to find out in repertory from the rubrics. This is also important. But here you have a red line. Suppose you are finding unique combination, but you are just making mechanical repetization. One symptom from foot, one symptom from head, one symptom from abdomen, put together and you say this is unique combination. This is not true. Unique combination you need to find out such a way which is you have to develop a trust on your selected symptoms. If you have a trust like this must be there in the case, that kind of cases, we call them peculiar case symptoms, you have to select and then it produces unique combination. It's not a scattered form of repetization. Another way you can find out unique combination in case is symptoms and system. Like some symptoms get together, one symptom from rectum, one symptom from head and one symptom from mind. When they combine and produce a unique characteristic of pulsatilla, this is we call unique combination of symptoms. Sometimes unique combination happen from the systems. Like one medicine, suppose astaphysagria, it has a typical mind symptoms along with head symptoms, along with gastric symptoms. So when you have a combination of 3 system or 2 at least system get together, it produces a unique characteristic. And this is important. So this is called unique combination of symptoms and systems. Now unique combination of different repertories, that already you know. Few symptoms you select from one repertory and few symptoms from another repertory. Even 2-3 repertories also some doctors use together and it gives you unique combination. But this is very red line danger here. Once you are master over the repertories, then only do this rather than from very first day, because it might be misguide you. So if you are a new in repertory, then take this skill for later part of your practice. Once you master one repertory, then try to use another repertory. At least 2 repertory you can master together, but if you try to use all repertory that is available in homeopathic literature, then it surely make you fail. So better is try to master over 1 or 2 repertory first. Then you can use any other, no problem. This is very important skill I develop in my practice, and you all know in each and every case I try to initiate with the help of few symptoms and finally I try to confirm with the help of few symptoms. This technique is very helpful in me to give me a confidence over my selection of symptoms and selection of medicine also. So, with the help of peculiar symptoms, I initiate. With the help of a very general symptoms, that is general in nature, perspiration, menses, generalities from the food, desire, aversion, or mind symptoms. That general symptoms I start, and then finally I confirm with the rest of the information. Sometimes I initiate with the help of one fully explored area that we call fingerprint method. The one fully explored area which has all symptoms, peculiar symptoms in the case, and we try to understand that area, look for the medicine, group of the medicine, and then confirm that medicine from group of one medicine with the help of remaining information, put in either in repertory or in materia medica. So this way, two steps, initiation and confirmation, I use in my practice, and it gives very satisfactory results. So this is very essential, I think, and you have to develop this skill. It's a really helpful skill. And finally, after completing repertorization, do not jump directly to the medicine. Try to confirm the same medicine from materia medica, because repertory itself, the index itself is built from the materia medica. So you have to trust the origin rather than the, you can say, the product, byproduct of that original things. So best is to confirm everything at the end with the help of materia medica. And whoever has a good materia medica knowledge, they are able to practice homeopathy so good. But it's not, you have to worry, suppose your materia medica is not good. Try to read out every time, because our human mind has limitation. We are not able to remember everything. So you have to read out at last. And you can also confirm with the help of system, concepts. Suppose you are a sensation method practitioner, Jan Salton method practitioner, or personal evolution method, PEM method by Mahesh Gandhi and Mikhail Yakir method, or many methods are there, Vitulka's method, Sehgal method, Vijayakar method, whatever method you use, confirm with that also, because everything we can use technically, skillfully in homeopathy. But you have to learn one thing, from where to initiate, to first step. And first step should be 100% sure, 100% confident. It must be there in your case, in your selected medicine. Start from there. And then finally confirm. Usually confirmation things we take from the, you can say, which is, you can say, the objective kind of things, where you are able to, you need to apply your mind. Suppose you need to think according to Vijayakar method, sensation method, Sehgal method, Vitulka's method, then you have to use your mind, right? So when there is a chance to interpret something at that kind of thing, you have to use, or you generally have to apply that thing at last for confirmation. Many cases where you even so sure, even repertory is confusing kind of thing. In this kind of cases, you have to initiate with the help of that concepts, sensation, Sehgal, Vijayakar, Vitulka's method. But the percentage of that kind of cases are not so high, 30-40% kind of cases. Second thing, suppose you have a trust on repertory or symptoms and you put that all in repertory and your selected medicine get failed. At that time you have to put that, in particular case, put that repertory thing in dustbin and use the concept. Forget repertory. That way also it helps. Or suppose you have selected a medicine from bird, Aram cow, suppose, and it was an excellent case. Every angle it looked like Aram cow. And you have selected that medicine and finally you had given the medicine, it helped few days, and then after you do not help, then you give the peacock a similar medicine from the same sub-kingdom bird, it did not work a longer time. Then throw out that system in dustbin and try to find the medicine from totally different system where you do not have to use your mind. It's a bird, it's a peacock, it's a freedom thing, it's a something, relationship, whatever, everything throw out. Even many times you do not have to select the rubrics related to that expressions. Just forget the mind, concepts, everything. Select the typical physical symptom and take in consideration and use the totally different method. So I use this way in my practice. One thing is not working, throw out, use differently. And this is the reason you need to have a different methodologies in practice. Because each and every practice has certain limitation. And generally the limitation I see in mind, our mind, the physician's mind. Because once you start to think certain way, then your interpretation is leading to your medicine rather than you miss the patient's medicine. So that interpretation part you have to left. And second thing, you need to apply everything with little cautions. If you are sure, start from them and then confirm the medicine. So the different styles are required. In many cases, suppose you have very sure and very ultra peculiar symptom. That kind of symptom are used for eliminatory factor. Like this group of symptoms are used for elimination. Suppose you have 5 medicines coming up in repertory, then one symptom decide the 40th set medicine. So that way also. So I believe homeopathy is very simple. If you try to understand them, it becomes simple over your practice. Once you try to practice it again and again, first time you start to drive a car, it's so difficult. But after 100 times, 200 times, it becomes so easy. Even your mind is somewhere else and your hands and body is driving car. Many times even you have this experience. Your mind is somewhere else. You are just hearing music or talking with your wife or husband and just driving a car. So that much homeopathy is that much simple. Just you are doing your daily activity and homeopathy you practice with simple style. But once you need to have practice, 1000 times practice. So this is my talk for remedy. Thank you so much friends.